in the right place.
We're definitely, look.
That's
called Roaring Spring.
That's a fountain.
It's a fountain, but there's a spring
That's
down there.
Okay, I get that that's a spring.
Wait, look at that. Look at the ducks. And look at the poop. Look at the size of these fishes.
Would it be cool if like they ate the ducks?
I want to go swimming.
They'll eat you.
We got something more important to do though. That duck just ate a fish. I watched it. Anyway, back to more important matters. We gotta go find Kez. The cartel has already showed up.
Yeah, but they said he was in Afghanistan or something.
There's a tour bus that says the cartel. Yeah, in Afghanistan.
If I was Kez, I wouldn't be brought on that bus.
But you're not Kez.
All right, that's true.
Let's go get him. Lock and load. Where are you? Over. Shane, come in. Over. You say over too much. I don't know if you're finished unless you say over. Over. I'm right behind you. Over. Oh, hey, dude. Where were you? I was behind you the whole time.
Oh, crap. We're not good at this at all.
The cartel hasn't found us yet.
That's true.
Let's go get Kez. Together, man! We're gonna do this! Idiots! You're right. We're never gonna find Kez.
to the AON RunDown, and our first of 2 shows reviewing the past year in AON action.
And I'll tell you what, these are going to be really, really intense shows.
Everything you need to know going into War for Territory 4 will be delivered to you over the next 2 weeks.
Well, let's take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we look into the end of 2010 and the first part of 2011.
Better be quick.
Why?
Well, it all began at War for Territory 3, where a sold-out crowd at the Pasquarello Center in downtown Johnstown saw one of the most prolific beatings in AON history when Mr. Cass Edison stepped into the ring for the first time against ISP. ISP, who was thought to dominate this match, seeing a resilient Cass Edison hold his own. I'm pressing ISP right now.
I'm going to help you, brother.
Yep. Good. Stay back, Drew. Stay back. We all do.
Yeah, we do.
That doesn't make it right.
Don't
Up
do
to
it.
the top.
Oh! He's got a family for crying out loud. Though it was not enough for Cass as ISP took the win. But Cass had a backup plan in mind. And after the match, he had ISP arrested for breaking the PFA that was placed earlier in the year. And to add insult to injury, he had him fired from AON!
Now, the firing of the man who was formerly known as Israel St. Patrick was maybe, now looking back, the first time where the power had gone to the head of Cass Edison. With the title being firmly in the hands of Bam Bam Hassel, who was successful in his defense at War for Territory 3 against Black Lightning, Cass seemed to have more in mind when it came to the championship, and his place atop the power structure of All or Nothing Wrestling when he oversaw the formation of a new group in AON, known simply as Project 13, which was spearheaded by the visionary Zach Rain, Shane Malice, and Randall Fairway. 3 men who were all former 814 champions and clearly aggravated by the direction that the company was taking.
With this new group aligning themselves with Cass found no reason for Bam Bam Hassel to be holding on to a title that could be more and better protected by Project 13 themselves. Thus, the power trip had began, and Cass once again sought out by any means necessary to bring that belt to the project. It wasn't until the AON event Autumn Massacre that Cass accomplished that mission by placing Bam Bam Hassel in a gauntlet match where he faced Marcus the Nomad Cage in the first match and was successful. Then Bam Bam faced Manchild and narrowly pulled out his second victory in a row. Look at Zach Ray.
And the merry... Oh, he went for the merry-go-round.
Oh! From behind.
Over. 3. He got him! Nicely done by Bam Bam Hassel, outsmarting the big guy.
All right, now Bam Bam is finally going to get his hands on Project 13 member Zach Rain.
With the promise made by Cass to allow Bam at a shot at his former best friend and now arch rival Zach Rain if he defeated the first 2 combatants in the gauntlet. Cass threw the swerve, which Cass has become so known for at that time, and put him in a match against Project member Randall Fairway. Randall took it to a worn-out Bam Bam, who put up a valiant effort. But Fairway was too much for Bam on that night after wrestling twice. Fairway walked out of Autumn Massacre as the new and 5th ever AON Pennsylvania champion.
With the stage now being set for total control of AON through Cass Edison and the project, things seemed to be where Cass had imagined them to be. Randall had a good run of 133 days as AON PA heavyweight champion, surpassing Bam Bam Hassel's run by 7 days. Now during this time, a familiar face emerged and turned the AON inside out with the emergence of ISP, now known as Israel Sharif Fakour, who had a lawsuit over AON due to discrimination and harassment by Kes Edison and the AON brass. Claiming to be from Tehran, Iran, and having to put his ethnicity under wraps due to the hatred for Middle Eastern immigrants in the USA as a PR move by AON, ISP now had a full and unwaverable contract that was negotiated by former associates The Broker and Connor Lee Denny. This saw the formation of the anti-American group known as the Cartel, which was led by ISP and had assembled the most talented foreign stars that AON had on their roster, such as the Russian Adam Nostikov, the British sensation and up-and-comer Colin Blair, and the most unexpected member, ISP's former archenemy and former PA champion, Bam Bam Hassel.
In this era of AON, things seem to be going everywhere but where Kes had envisioned. The emergence of AC Norway, who was a referee, and come to find out he was actually the son of Alex O. Norway, aligned himself with the Cartel, starting that this company my father founded was built around ISP, and my father and I are indebted to what he has done for our company. And it is my job to make sure that the championship is brought back to the true face of the organization. We also saw mysterious deaths occur within this time span. AON owner and founder Alex O. Norway was murdered in his estate, which brought shockwaves through the AON. The Broker, who seemed in a disarray in his final weeks, also met an abrupt end when he was found dead in the restroom at an AON event after the show. But before his demise, the Broker signed over his share of ownership to Otis P. Hellenbach of the Red River Rebels.
Found me, but they found me.
Who?
Sign this paper.
Who found you? What are you talking about?
Russians.
The police ain't coming in.
No, actual Russians. Just
What?
sign that.
Russians.
Sign
What am I?
Just
All
sign
right,
it.
all right, man. Listen, whatever, boy.
What is he signing?
Where,
There you go.
Where are you going?
where are you going?
What is that?
What?
What is that?
Who found himself in unfamiliar territory as co-owner of AON along with Kes and AC Norway, who with the death of his father now claimed to have 2% ownership of the company. Everyone was a suspect.
Which brings us to Samantha Sanders, Esquire, who was power of attorney to the Norway estate and also a private investigator hired by the AON brass to investigate the deaths of Alex O. Norway and the Broker. Kes Edison now seemed to have complete control. March 12, 2011 saw something that many thought could and would never happen. Justin Starr, one of the smallest guys on the roster but yet with the biggest heart, defeated Randall Fairway in what was supposed to be a walkthrough, as Kes stated when he made the match for the PA Heavyweight Championship in a TLC, that's tables, ladders, and chairs match. This is where the cracks started to emerge within the project, as Shane Malice and Zach Rain appeared not to be on the same page anymore with each other, as well as with Kes Edison, who himself started showing signs of wear due to being the sole owner of AON at this point. The ongoing investigation and ISP breathing down his neck for vengeance.
The Cartel, which was running rampant through AON, were doing whatever they wanted, being led by a Muslim that had a contract sealed with a diplomatic immunity clause for himself and any foreign wrestler that presides within the group. We saw tyranny at its finest when the Cartel took it upon themselves to start kidnapping members of AON staff to get their message across to Kes Edison. Our own Michael Edwards, host of the AON RunDown and good friend of Kes, was the first to be kidnapped. Bargaining a deal with Kes through disturbing videos that had Mr. Edwards reading from a script written by the Cartel for a tag team title opportunity that saw the Cartel practically walk in and walk out with the tag team titles, as AC Norway was special guest referee when the Cartel faced the Ghost Army. The tensions between the Cartel and Kes when AC Norway challenged Kes to a match for AC's 2% of ownership for one decision in the future for whoever wins the match, with AC having in mind of winning that match and finding a way to bring back the PA Championship back to the Cartel, and mainly Bam Bam Hassel with the blessing of ISP.
At Final Passage, Kes defeated AC Norway for AC's 2% for one decision in the future. A decision that Kes would surely wait to use at his advantage. With not being outdone by Kes, ISP and the Cartel took matters into their own hands and kidnapped Kes's niece, Emily Carmichael, from the back of the Blair County Convention Center and warned Kes that she would not be released until Kes sold his share in the company or he stepped down as co-owner of AON, both of which Kes refused to do.
It wasn't until Thunderstorm Weekend this past June that we started to see the chess game play out between the two warring factions, Project 13 and the Cartel, that things started to become more clear. Justin Starr, who was injured from the night before in Johnstown after a successful title defense against C4 and Zach Rain in a triple threat match, had to relinquish his position at the Thunder Cup tournament due to the injury. However, Colin Blair, who had won the right from Randall Fairway for a title opportunity in the future many months back, stated to Justin Starr that he may step aside and allow Blair advancement into the next round. But that wasn't going to stop him from using his title opportunity right now. With no other choice but to defend the belt, Justin Starr, with the heart of a lion, battled Colin Blair for 15 minutes, putting it all out there. However, the injury seemed like it was too much against someone with the likes of Colin Blair, who was the reigning 2010 Thunder Cup champion, had to tap out when Blair utilized the cross arm breaker. And the new AON Pennsylvania heavyweight champion, Colin Blair of the Cartel. That is until Cass Edison emerged from the back and stated he was going to use his 51% decision to make Colin Blair defend his title that night.
I have made my decision.
Take the title!
And Colin Blair will defend his title right now. Undivided attention. Your opponent is
Now let's do it, Drew.
Ring the bell.
Let's see if he can pull it off.
Wait a second.
Oh, yo, JT! Come on, Shane.
And wait a second. Oh!
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
hang on. Oh, the destroyer!
The J-Town Destroyer.
Wait a second.
1, 2, 3.
That's it!
An irate Cartel at ringside saw the title go from their reign to the Project in 2 moves within 1 minute, and a new AON PA champion was crowned again. And the second time Cass has brought the title back to the Project due to a wrestler being in a grueling match, though all was not over afterwards.
ISP made a deal with Kess to return his niece Emily Carmichael to him if he granted Colin Blair a rematch at Thunder Cup 2011, in which Kess did, and Emily was returned to him. The only problem was that Emily had been brainwashed by the Cartel. And with a move that nobody in attendance saw coming, Emily Carmichael hit her uncle with a low blow, then chloroformed her uncle with the help of the Cartel, who had neutralized Shane Malice and Zach Rain. They then drug Kess off into the back.
So that's the gist of the first half of the year since War for Territory 3. And we'll bring you up to present right here next week. Drew, what's that? Don't say it's a note.
Well, obviously it's a note. I just been handed this saying that I have an interview next.
The Man-Po!
It's nothing like you've ever experienced before. The first annual Man-Po, the only expo dedicated to all things man. August 20th and 21st at the Blair County Convention Center. What in the hell is going to be at the Man-Po? A Nogi Submission Grappling Tournament, AON War for Territory 4, a Madden Bowl, antique car show, demonstrations, manly movies, and a load of bands. The first annual Man-Po at the Blair County Convention Center, August 20th and 21st. If you're not there, then you're not a man.
Have you ever dreamed of stepping into the ring? Well, now is your chance. All or Nothing Professional Wrestling now offers training to be a pro wrestler, manager, or referee. Achieve your dream. You will learn under our highly trained instructors, including WWE Hall of Famer Nikolai Volkov. To sign up or for more information, visit www.aonwrestling.com or call 942-1122. That's 942-1122.
This is Nikolai Volkov, Hall of Famer. If you would like to become a professional wrestler, AONwrestling.com.
The next round of AON training classes is forming now. Call 693-9111 for details.
Okay, everybody. Apparently, Drew Shannon is not here. He's over on Studio B, waiting for his guests. Drew, are you ready, buddy?
That's right, X. I am here in Studio B, awaiting, well, this mystery interview, and apparently, here they are. Kes? Kes, AON co-owner Kes Edison. What?
Drew, nice to see you.
Yeah. Wow. You escaped.
Yeah, I escaped.
What? How? What happened?
Well, I'm sure you've seen, or at least heard by now, that apparently Colin Blair bombed ISP's compound. And
right.
Of course, I was at ISP's compound. So, the bonds got loose, there's a mass amount of confusion. I got out of there.
You're lucky to escape with your life.
Yeah, I was lucky. I mean, I'm a little shell-shocked by it. I've got security all over the place.
Are you all right?
I'm a little frazzled.
Right.
I'm a little gruff. You know, I got the new suit. I got a new suit, but you know, obviously my haircut, I need groom. But my first thought was get back to the offices, see my family, get AON back in order. We got War for Territory coming up, and thank God I got out.
That we do. I mean, thank God. You're unbelievable. How was your experience? I mean, obviously,
it was terrible. I just saw Mike Edwards.
Yeah.
Big hug. I told him, I was like, now I know exactly what you went through. I got water once a day. I had no connection. I was in a small room that the lights were out half the time.
You obviously grew a beard too.
It seems to be the in style around here now, but yeah,
it is.
Which again, I haven't had a chance to really. I saw my family, saw my daughter.
Good.
Got right to business. You know, I got a hold of Shane, Zach, Randall. You know, I know those guys were looking for me. You know, let them know I was all right. Said, hey, don't worry, I got a plan. And then contacted the executive committee.
Okay. Now you've been able to keep up with what's going on, correct?
Not while I was there, but like I said, I got right back to the office, so I've pretty much kind of absorbed everything that's happened. I mean, I saw Thunder, and that was about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
But, you know, these guys doing whatever they want to do, and this is why I needed and want still the cartel deported. I think what just happened is a big reason.
Of course.
But, yeah, no, but I do have a huge announcement I need to make.
Exactly. Why don't we go ahead and get to that right now?
We have decided, the other executives and myself, have decided at War for Territory 4 on August 20th, we've signed the main event.
We have the main event for War for Territory 4.
Yeah. The one thing I came back and I told these guys, I'm like, look, now first of all, none of these guys are businessmen like me. Okay? Now, let's face it, Cousin Otis, really?
Yeah.
AC Norway, really? He's kind of a spoiled kid. And a jerk.
Well, that goes without saying.
Yeah. And Samantha Sanders, whatever. We had a meeting and we've all decided we're sick of the games. So, at War for Territory 4, we will have a 4-way match. A, for the Pennsylvania Championship.
Okay.
And for total ownership of the AON.
Whoa.
Now, the way we did this is we all chose a representative to represent our ownership share.
Okay.
And whoever wins the wrestler is the PA champion, and whoever they're representing gets the company. So we're all putting it on the line at this point.
Now, let me make sure that I have this correct. The wrestler who wins is going to win the PA championship. Their representative will win total control. This isn't just a one-day thing. This is for all the marbles. This is for the complete control.
We've already signed the contract.
Wow.
It's legally binding. Ownership transfers the minute the 3 count is out. I'm still out of it from this whole experience. But,
Sure.
Let's go over the participants.
All right.
AC Norway has chosen Bam Bam Hassel to represent him.
Naturally.
Cousin Otis P. Hellenbach has chosen James Ford to represent him.
That's a given.
I, of course, ace in the hole, Pennsylvania champion, Shane Malice. Guy has been on fire. I was able to watch the tapes from Roaring Spring and Evansburg. And
Unbelievable.
the guy is amazing. The GM, Samantha Sanders, I actually just got off the phone with her before I stepped through this door.
Yeah, where is she?
She's faxing me her pick any second now. So as soon as we get that, we can officially say, okay, this is the main event.
Okay, so while we're waiting for that, why don't we talk a little bit more about your experience? I mean, did you have a chance to talk to your niece Emily while you were captured?
You know,
come in. Middle of an interview.
Yeah,
Yes, I didn't mean to interrupt your interview. I thought this was rather important.
Is this the fax from Samantha Sanders?
Yes. I'm sorry to interrupt.
She probably chose Justin Starr.
No.
I'm sorry.
Or
Just
Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that we do have the facts from Samantha Sanders.
This should be good. Like, nothing against Samantha Sanders, but
yeah,
she doesn't really know wrestling that well, so we can assume this is probably going to be, maybe it's Akiva.
Akiva. What? Cass? Cass? What?
I have a phone call to make.
What?
Drew, I'll see you on the set.
What? What the heck did she do? I think that says it all. We'll be back.
All or Nothing Wrestling would like to take this time to thank our sponsors for their continued support.
New look, new logo, same great entertainment. The Altoona Curve are back in action with a new look and a new logo. Catch all the action this summer at Blair County Ballpark by calling the Curve box office at 877-99-CURVE. Fireworks, giveaways, celebrities, and more. Join in on all the fun and affordable excitement found only in Curve, PA. For tickets and information, call 877-99-CURVE or log on to altoonacurve.com.
But why would Samantha Sanders choose... I mean, why Randall Fairway? I mean...
I'll pick your jaw up.
Thank you. I thought that the project was united.
Well, I don't know, Drew. I have no clue. Obviously, Kes is upset and surprised, just as we all are about this. I mean, this blatant act of treachery.
I mean, treachery? Why would she pick him, though? I mean, it just...
Guys, I don't know, but this is incredible. We have the main event for War for Territory 4. Both the PA Championship will be defended, and whoever wins, their executive representative will gain 100% control of All or Nothing professional wrestling after War for Territory.
Unbelievable.
We're going to have one sole owner come August 21st.
This is not fair.
Samantha Sanders could be... I mean, am I getting this right? She could be
the owner
the
of
owner?
AON.
And we never even see her anymore.
This is not fair. Cass and Shane have to go in distracted because Randall Fairway has abandoned Project 13 and aligned with the general manager? I mean, what has she done since she's been here?
All right. Well, hopefully we'll know more about this situation next week here on the
hopefully.
AON Rundown. Calm down, Mike Edwards.
Easy. We'll get to the bottom of it. Don't worry.
Okay. All I know is it's going to be morning again, August 21st. Anyhow, I had to throw that in there. Ronald Reagan. Anyhow, join us right here next week. Wow, that was exciting. We got a full slate, a full card for War for
Are you
Territory.
okay? You're
That
shaking
is
up.
exciting.
That's a bombshell.
Anyhow, next week we'll have the full card for War for Territory 4 right here at the Blair County Convention Center during the giant Manpo weekend. Cass Edison escapes. We have our main event, the biggest main event in AON history.
Huge.
For War for Territory 4. Amen for AON indeed. Wow.
You can do it, Shane.
Who's ready